Hi everyone, it's Patricia Young. I wanted to do a quick live about how my own insensitivity affected my husband and our relationship. And the reason why I wanted to do this is it really gave me an opportunity to see how, for me as a highly sensitive person, I make a lot of requests about people to adapt the environment and what they do to fit my needs. And I ran across a situation where that wasn't my first response. And so it made me much more sensitive to what it must be like for non-HSPs having to be asked to make adjustments to make our HSP lives a little bit more manageable. And it also gave me a chance to kind of see some of my own insensitivity, which I pride myself on being very sensitive, but apparently I'm not. So I haven't had a chance to really talk this out, so I'm a little bit reluctant about how smooth this is going to be and how much I'm going to jump all over the place. And I want to be really clear that the point of me sharing this is to talk about my reaction and my lack of sensitivity. This has nothing to do with my husband. He is a great guy. I'm totally blessed to be with him. So this is not about me ragging or bagging on him. So last night he went to bed before I did. We usually go to bed at the same time. And he left the light on the closet, left the door open a little bit so I could go in there. But I had to give the dog some medication, so I had to turn a light on in the adjoining room, and it woke him up. And, he got he didn't say anything. Again, I'm very sensitive to nonverbal cues, so you don't even have to say anything. You just go like, and I'm like, oh, what? So, he said, I left the closet light on for you, and I had to give the dog medication, and I had to give it to her out of my hand. And he got up and he turned the closet light off, and I had a big reaction. So I didn't say anything, but internally I'm like, fine, if that's how you're going to be. And so I wasn't ready to wind down. I needed some time to relax in bed. And I knew that, the light on my phone would bother him. If I used a book, the book light was going to bother him. And I just thought, he's sensitive, I'm feeling reactive. So the nice thing about having kids in college is we have an extra bedroom now. So I gathered up my goodies and, went to one of the boys' rooms to set up so I could read for a while and have the time that I needed to unwind. But I was mad. I felt hurt and I was mad. I was saying, how dare you? I came in here and you're just being all huffy with me. So this morning, we had a chance to talk about it. I told him how indignant I felt and, how he was being so sensitive. And he told me he had heard me go into the bathroom. He heard me blow my nose and if I could close the door in the bathroom. And I'm just thinking, like, are you kidding me? And those are things I don't think about. And so for me to think about, if I go in the bathroom when you're in, like, I have to close the door, I have to tippy-toe around. And I was feeling like, you're so freaking sensitive. And how's that for a mirror? And so then it occurred to me, oh, these are the things that I ask him to do all the time because, it's too loud, it's too bright, I don't like the TV on, the TV's too loud, I don't like this music on, I don't like him doing this. And it was really eye-opening and pretty humbling. And so it was really nice that we had a chance to talk about this and to say, I told him, like, you are so accommodating to me and like I'm seeing an area where you have a sensitivity. I'm not feeling really sensitive to it. And I had to look at that. And, in our family having two boys, and one of the boys needed more room and more space. And the other kid was always, standing on him, pulling on him, sitting on him, that our rule has always been whoever needs the most space in the family gets it. And here my husband was asking for something and I was just kind of blowing him off in my head, like, you want me to do what? So the reason why I wanted to get on and talk to you about this is I think that these things come up all the time. These are how we negotiate relationships with roommates or with family or, any type of relationship that we're in. And it's easy for us to kind of be blindsided by our own, my thing of like, you want me to do what? It really was not very sensitive of me. And it really helped me to understand what it must be like for non-sensitive people, for my husband. When I make requests of him and like he doesn't really have a clue as to why that would bug me. Like I'm thinking like I just turned the light on, like not in the bedroom, in the room next door, like what's your problem? That it's really an opportunity for me to be much more mindful and respectful and sensitive to what he's requesting of me. I don't understand it. This is an area where I'm not as sensitive. And so this is kind of how we navigate through relationships, we navigate through conflict, and learning to be respectful when our partners or our friends ask something of us and we may not really get it. And it feels like it's an inconvenience on our part. But when we're in relationships with people that we care about, or they're relationships where we need to maintain a matter of respect, maybe because it's a working relationship, not that you'd be keeping the light on because your boss will be in your bed, but you know what I'm talking about. So I just wanted to take a couple minutes to bring this to your attention. Maybe the next time you get in a conflict with someone, you can kind of do a check and see what's going on, and is somebody asking something of you that maybe feels uncomfortable to give, but you make requests for other things. And so this is kind of how we learn to see things from another perspective, and we learn to be more sensitive. If this is helpful, please share it with other people. I do work in San Diego. I'm a therapist. If you want more information, you can go to my website. Oh, my husband also said, don't say www. That's very old-fashioned. So go to patriciayounglcsw.com. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.